Hello, friends, and welcome to a new topic which we will discuss today. So, many of us are always confused on what's the difference between a speech and a presentation. So, let us discuss on a small point. Now, when you give a speech, usually it can be on the spot. Over here, you have to depend on your imagination, your logic, and you have to have your facts ready with you. It is a one-way communication where you are the speaker and the audience listens to you. And here it is more verbal and a use of body language. So you have to use your eye contact, your facial expressions, and your hand gestures more to get the audience connected to you. And in a speech, it can be 10 to 15 minutes or it can be up to 2 hours. It depends on the topic. And yes, this can be done on the spot, which is called impromptu. However, the difference between a speech and a presentation is over here. When we are making a presentation, usually you have to prepare in advance, maybe 2 or 3 days or 1 week in advance. You will need to use some kind of visual aid. Like for example, you are presenting a new product, for example, a mobile phone or a television set or a kitchen set of plates. Also, it could be a slideshow or a PowerPoint presentation. It is mostly a two-way communication. That means over here the audience will ask you questions. It is more interactive. And you have to answer them. So you have to be ready with your answers prior of this presentation. And as I said, it's more demonstrative. And here it can be more in-depth. Here you're discussing about one simple or single aspect of a product. And as I said, it needs preparation. Now, compared to a speech and presentation, a presentation is much more easier. Because the slideshow or the product or the PowerPoint presentation is ready. So all you need to do is ask the member from the audience to look at the screen and ask him to read. Even if you are not prepared, do not show it to them. So remember this point. If you are not ready, you can still give a presentation. But in a speech, you do need to prepare, you need some time to prepare, at least 5 minutes before you give the speech. But in a presentation, since you have your slideshow ready, you don't read from it. If you read from it, it will show that you are not prepared. So to avoid this, what you can do is ask the audience to read from the slide. And then ask the audience themselves to give the answers to the questions. And let them come to the conclusion. So let's move ahead. I have to deliver a presentation. My boss has asked me to give it today, but I'm not prepared for it. How will I deliver this presentation? Let's take an example now. My boss has given me a presentation on how to start a business. Let us look at a slide here. And now I haven't prepared for it. But how will I deliver it to the audience? So, I will follow the 3 simple rules. Ask the audience the questions. Yes, Rajesh, what do you see over here? Now, Rajesh is not aware that you have not prepared, so he will try his best to answer. He will tell you, I see a pyramid. It's a triangle. Very good. You need to tell Rajesh, excellent. Karan, can you tell me what is there on the slide? So Karan will tell you it's product, legal, systems, communications, cash. Tina, can you tell me what do you mean by product? Aarti, can you tell me what do you mean by cash flow? And as you go along, you haven't prepared for this presentation. However, you are asking your audience the questions. And at the same time, the audience are giving the answers. And towards the end of the session, they themselves will come to the conclusion. So remember, when you are giving a presentation, it is much more easier than a speech, because remember these 3 points. Ask the questions to the audience, let them answer it, and let them come to the conclusion. So remember, my friends, it isn't too hard in giving a speech or a presentation, but do practice by looking into the mirror, and also practice with your friends or your colleagues, and do it religiously. And we shall come up with a new slideshow once again. Till then, have a nice day and subscribe to this channel for more updates. Thank you.